Hello everybody, it's Marielle again. I recently made a journal where I use tape that I make myself, and I've got the question from some people, how do you make the tape? So I promised them to make a video and show you how I make this. This is a wider one, which I use like that. This a piece here, and I used a piece as a tab. I can tell you that it is tape, so it will stick down. But I always use glue just to make sure it will stay down, because you're going to make it wet, so it is still sticky after it dried, but I'm not 100% sure if it will stay on top of if it will stick to the paper. So I just glue it down. That's just a little tip. Okay, let me show you what I use. First of all, I have plastic, put it down on my table. It's not to protect my table, but it's to put down the tape. I'll show you soon. I use powder coffee to make a nice cup of coffee in my spray bottle, which will color the tape, and I'm sure you already guessed that I used coffee. So coffee it is. Always love coffee. Then my tape. I use the tape that I don't even know the English word for it, but it's the tape that you use when you are painting. You put the tape on your window, so you're not painting the window. How do you call that? Paper tape. Almost everybody probably has that at home. So I use it in 2 different sizes. Later on, after I've treated the tape, I'm going to use other things like stamps, everything. I'll show you later. First, I'm gonna start with putting down the tape. If you have big plastic, you can of course put down more tape, but for today's purpose, for the video's purpose, I just put down some. Two of them, and then the smaller one of the I'm putting it down without any wrinkles, but it doesn't matter if you have any wrinkles, because it will wrinkle anyway. So let's work with these to show you. Then really easy. Just take your spray bottle and spray the tape. Nothing fancy, and I guess this is not a new idea. I'm pretty sure someone else did this before. Maybe you even know someone that did. And then I just leave it like this to dry. And if I like the color after it dried, I work with that. And if not, I just take 2, maybe 3 more times, spraying it down, and then let it dry. You can dry this with a heating tool or with your hair dryer, or you just leave it overnight. Sometimes I just put it outside in the sun, but no sun today here in Sweden. So I already prepared a plastic sheet with more. So without spilling the coffee, I'm going to take this away and let it dry on the floor. Like that, and then I'll take my prepared sheet so you can show. Here I put down some more. This is how it looks after I've treated it twice. Hope you can see the color. I see the light is a little bit blue, or well, a bit strange, but you can see if you have lots of puddles, it will take longer time to dry, but the effect, if you ask me, is great because you get the dark sides, the dark lines, and I just love it. What you can do next to start is, if you want it dark, take your this is my distress ink. You can use distress oxide as well, and just maybe get the sides a bit darker. Do it as dark as you like. I'm not always using my inks, but just wanted to show you that you can use it. Maybe if you want it darker, really, really dark at the sides, you use that. Or maybe you would like, let me see. The first one I used was Vintage Photo, by the way. This is Black Spot. Also nice to have some black here and there. I don't know how well this ink pad is anymore, but well, it works. I do like the look of a bit of black here and there, so I like to use that. And as you can see, I just randomly put it down here and there. Just like I said, it's nothing fancy. This is just like play. There's no big secret to making tape. Just play around and experiment, try what you like. Maybe I like some, let's see, a bit of, let's try this. This is Rusty Hinge. Let's see, let's try on one I didn't use. Yeah, that looks good as well. And what you even could do, I see I taped down my own hair, is use this is the ink, but you could use the oxide, distress oxide, and then spray it again with some coffee, or maybe drip some rust water. That will give nice effects as well. Okay, you get the idea. After the inking, let's do this as well with the Vintage Photo. I have a stamping sheet. Oh, and as you can see, you will ink and get dirty fingers, your nails. So if you don't like that, just take gloves. I have this nice splatter stencil or coffee rings. Don't ask me where I bought it, because I bought it a long time ago in Spain. That's always a nice one. And for me it is the dirtier the better. This one, I like this one too. Try this one. You can see that you can go on and on and on and on. And for me, this is really playtime. So I just love doing this. Really like these. Okay, we continue. This might be fun with different stencils. I have many other stencils that we could use. But today I'll just use the ones I have prepared. This is a script stencil that I think I'll use. And maybe we can use this one. Lots of numbers. Sorry for the glare. I'll use the black ink like I did on the other tape as well. Let's start with some numbers. Oh, and I almost forgot. Where do I have my stems? Here. I want to use another one. This one. With the post stamps. Okay, let's start. This there. I'll try the 9. Look, never used the 9. It's totally new. I really like this set of stamps. It's like stamping with lines, and this one is not really like the 5 is really good with like dots and not nice and crisp stamps, but really grungy stamps. Love that. And I just randomly stamp here and there, just playing, changing the numbers a bit. Let's try 4. And it doesn't matter if it's not straight or not just on one tape, it's continues on the other. Maybe 8. I think I'm always making a mess. You see, my acrylic block is getting so dirty. On the wrong side? Yep, of course, on the wrong side, Marielle. Well, it is what it is. I always make a mess of this. No problem. Just clean it off, and what's left is left. Where do I need a number? Here. Okay, enough of these. I'm not the best at stamping, as you can see, so don't worry. Everything's okay as long as it is crunchy. At least that's what I say. Maybe you like nice and crispy stamps, then Do it how you like it. You do you. I do me. You can see it's really random. I just put it down where I see some space. Maybe I'm going to take this down a bit, like that. I'm not that good at filming yet, hopefully yet, but I'm doing my best. And the stamping is not good for the camera either, because it's going up and down all the way. One more here, and then we go over to this one. Let me see which one I like. I'll start with this one. Right side. Yeah. I see I have never used that one. Guys, you know I'm the worst. I never clean my stamps. I just use them. You know what? You can just stamp on the tape, on one tape, or you can overlap from one to the other. I think that it's nice to... Oh, this will be a shaky video, I see. Sorry. Well, if you want to find out the secret about how to make the tape, you just have to look at a shaky video. Sorry. I'll try stamping, not so hard that the camera will shake a lot. But I have to say, I recently moved room. I had my painting supplies in one room, and in the other room I had my journal supplies. And recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, I moved room, so now I have everything in just one room. So I have the biggest room in the house now, the biggest bedroom. My husband and I moved to a little bit smaller room. We don't care, because especially me don't care, but we just sleep there, so it's no problem having a little bit less space in my bedroom. Now I have lots of space in my craft room. That's better. So this table I'm using is like one of those fold out tables which I used when I was on when I did a course, painting course, workshops, and then it's really easy. I have 2 of these tables, and it's really easy just to open it and put it down, and you have a big nice table for many people to sit on. But we are going to move up our big dining room. So I will get the dining table to work on. So that will be nice sturdy table. No more shaking of the camera. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my voice, but well, what shall we put on more? I think I'm going to use the biggest stamp, this one. Oh, yes, of course. Yesterday I told, while I was making the cover of the journal. I told that I was going to get my eyes checked in the afternoon together with my husband, and I am going to have new glasses, so I had to pick new glasses yesterday. And I don't know what you think, but I think it's the worst thing to choose new glasses. Really, really, really hard. I'm really good at knowing what I don't want, but then to choose what I do want, that's the hard thing. I think I'm gonna try my Distress Oxide Vintage Photo Ink instead of the black one. Maybe just empty this one. See, haven't tried that before. I only stamped with the black ink before, but might be nice. It's not as visible, but maybe it's nice to have something lighter in the background. Who knows? It's starting to get grungy, which I like. What have I got more? This one is a nice little star. Oh yes, I remember which one I used. I'm gonna get that one as well. I have a little tin where I save all my stamps. This is a stamp I bought at the thrift store. It was I think this is for bullet journaling, so you can write down the month and then you have the day, so you can circle the day. But I cut off the word. No, I took away, there was another thing on top here that I didn't like, and here as well underneath, so I just cut off. I thought, why isn't it on the paper? But I cut it off here as well. So this is what this is. And I need the black again. I really liked all the numbers, but here you will get your fingers dirty. I don't want to tape it to my acrylic block because I only have one acrylic block, so we'll do it like this. Let me see, an empty spot here. Look, I really like this. I love this one. Let me see, some empty spots. Here we can have one. I don't like all the stamps on top of each other, but well, if there's coffee, there's no problem to have a stamp. Like that. One here. Okay, I think this is good enough. And just wanted to take a page and see how I would use it. Let me just show you. If you don't have any plastic like I've used here, you can even take a plastic bag from a shop, cut it in half, and tape down your tapes there. This is the tape I used for my last journal. So you can see here, same stamps. Oh, and what I did here, which I don't do with these tapes, is before I start stamping, I use gesso or white acrylic paint to make some white spots here and there. And if I remember right, I used coffee first, then the gesso, and then I used coffee again. And when that dried, I used the stamps. And then it looks like this. Let me see if this has dried a little bit. I'm going to use a piece of this. If you want this to be dark, you just take your ink. Otherwise, where you rip it will be white. Like this. On the corner. And there you go. Here you have your grungy tape. Here you can see this is just 2 times coffee and stamps. And if you want to see with the gesso, I'll just take paper here and put it down here. Let me just grab a piece for you. No. Sorry, I have to find a good piece. This is a good piece. Here you can see coffee all over and then gesso. I just took a brush and just randomly put a little bit here and there. Not too much, just a little bit. And then stamping. So if you see that on a page, it looks like this. So there you are. Now you know how I make my tape. And if you make yours, I really love to see yours and maybe get some ideas and inspiration for other stems to use on the tape. So please show me yours. And well, hope to see you soon in another video. Maybe I can show you some more stuff. So thanks for watching today and good luck with making tape. Bye bye. After the video was gone, I thought I'm not totally convinced that they're done, so I gave it another round. I put down gesso here and there, as you can see, and I took some ink and splatter around, and I also used my acrylic block to put down some black soot, I think I used, and just sprayed that down, put it on here, sprayed it down with coffee so that it was like a mess, and then just pressed it all over so it will give a little bit more color. So if you want to add other colors, you can use that as well, and it will give like these kind of, well, impressions everywhere. So I hope it's very visible. Yeah, you can see that. I will put some photos in behind after this video so you can see the results. But I just wanted to just pop in again and show you this as well. So thank you for watching. Hope you're doing great and hope that you're crafting, and see you soon again. Bye bye.